We're gonna surround him.
And we beat the shit out of him. Shit. One last stunt. Going down in a blaze of glory.
The Fall Guy is okay. It's just okay.
That's a cut.
Now, I didn't have the highest hope for this movie, and I'm not gonna say, oh, this movie looked amazing, or oh, this movie looked like it was gonna save cinema. My hopes firmly laid in it looked like a good time with popcorn. And it turned out to be an okay time with popcorn.
Take, okay. Oh, shit. Was that it? Was that my one take?
I'm sure we have
Oh my god! Well, I've got to say though, it looks absolutely fantastic. Look at that.
Ryan Gosling and Emma Blunt. I'm gonna keep that in. And Emily Blunt can charm their way out of anything. And they don't want to charm their way out of this movie at all. They love being in this movie. You can feel their infectious energy in every frame they're in.
And I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just saying the facts. But you look good in everything. You look good in nothing, whatever. No, I don't mean it like that.
And after a while, it gets kind of tiring watching people have fun when you're not having as much fun. Like, it doesn't really feel like a love story to Hollywood, even though it keeps telling me it is. And the love story between Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt is very superficial. And I could be more annoyed by that, but I'm just so charmed by them. I'm like, yeah, you guys should be kissing. I don't know why you guys are arguing. Stop arguing. Start kissing. Have some fun. Because the stunts, which are the main reason I wanted to see this film, are fun. They're covered up deeply by CGI, just like how Mission Impossible in the last one was. Because while the stunts are cool and while the stunts are pulled off beautifully, I can't really tell you one that really blew me out of my socks. Like, I hate to say it, Tom Cruise hanging out of a plane 10 years ago is still more impressive than seeing Ryan Gosling get his ass kicked for 2 hours straight. But I went to see this film in a very undemanding state, and I gave it my full attention. And at the end of the day, this is a very solid, fun film that leaves very little impression. Because it's kind of like just having a nice night out. Like, you have a few beers, maybe one beer too many, and then you're like, gotta slow it down, and then you're like, why did I have one beer too many? Because it's just a fun time, and that's all it basically is. So if you're going there for a fun time, you'll have a fun time. But if you're looking for something that you'll be placing on your DVD shelf, or something that you'll be showing off to your friends in a couple years, I don't think this is the one. Because I know Bullet Train gets a lot of flack, and it's from the same team that did Bullet Train. But Bullet Train, if you're a young person, kind of feels like your first Tarantino film. And The Fall Guy, even if it's your first like ode to Hollywood, it doesn't really have much meat to it. Because they even mention Notting Hill, a movie I've not seen in like 100 years. And I can tell you why that movie still makes an impression. Because you have scenes with real characters. You have actual moments where you're there in the nitty gritty, just hearing them talk about their feelings.
I live in Notting Hill, you live in Beverly Hills. Everyone in the world knows who you are. My mother has trouble remembering my name.
The fame thing isn't really real, you know.
And in The Fall Guy, those scenes are replaced by montages. Literally, there's so many montages in this film because they don't want to just give you actual scenes of character depth, because that'll get in the way of the good time. And The Fall Guy needs to be more than just a good time to be more than just a forgettable summer flick. Thank you so much for listening to our episode on The Fall Guy. If you have any suggestions for our next episode, please leave a comment, and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for listening.